Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home. We'll talk about Huda. We'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home.
It's 3 o'clock in Cairo, it's 4 o'clock in Mecca, and I think it's 5 o'clock in the Gulf, but you know what time it is? It's time for Ramadan's Pulse. You guys, I'm so excited about this program because it's like Viewer's Pulse with a special twist. We're taking you all around the world. We're taking you all around this little globe this month of Ramadan to really showcase Ramadan in different countries and really highlight and unite the Ummah. And this is a beautiful time, this month of Ramadan. So we want to take you all around the world and show you how special Ramadan is and how unique it is in all of these various Muslim countries. In the first episode, we took you to beautiful Bosnia. Beautiful Bosnia, and it was truly an amazing, we had an amazing guest, an amazing video, and Bosnia truly is a beautiful Muslim country. On the second episode, we took you to lovely Egypt, which was fun as well. I taught you guys how they make dessert in Egypt. They actually put the kunafa in the washer machine, which was an interesting learning experience. In the third episode, we took you to the Gulf. We took you to the Arabian Gulf, the United Arab Emirates, and I thought that was a wonderful experience. We had a wonderful guest, Brother Ismail Bulak. This episode, I'm not going to tell you where you are. I want you guys to give me a call. When I start giving you the facts, you guys give me a call. It's 00202 3855 248 or 249. When I start giving you clues, introduce my guest, you might have an idea of what we're talking about in this episode. So give us a call. Our email, Facebook, Skype, all that stuff will appear on the screen now. Brother, first of all, I want to thank you for joining us. Don't tell the viewers where you're from, brother. First, Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Ramadan Pulse. Just tell us your full name, but don't tell us where you're from.
Yes, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah. My name is Adnan, and I came here to say, Ramadan Kareem to all the viewers.
Thank you, brother. Well, in this show, we're giving these guys a clue about where what we're talking about. Well, here's the first clue I want to give them, brother Adnan. This country we're covering today is located in northern Europe, bordering the Baltic and the North Seas, okay, on a peninsula north of Germany called Jutland, and it also includes several islands. Is that information correct?
That is correct.
What about this? The area of this country is 43,000 square kilometers, so it's a bit small.
Yeah,
we went to Egypt.
Small.
Egypt was big. The UAE was small. The Bosnia was relatively small.
Yeah.
To put that in comparison, slightly less than twice the size of Massachusetts, which is a small American state. Borders with Germany, okay, 60 kilometers of borders. Population 5.5 million.
Yes.
So we're talking about a small country, but a beautiful country. Climate, coast, and terrain. I gathered some information from CIA World Factbook because I thought if anybody had good information about Muslim communities all around the world, it must be the CIA.
Yeah.
So I checked their website. But so tell me, instead of reading this information, why don't you tell me what is the climate like in your country, without telling me your country's name?
Yeah, the climate is like now it's summer, but it's sometimes it gets rainy also. We had a lot of rainy summers. Really, when you look out the window and you see, outside, when you see in the other, TV shows and how the weather is around the world, and it's not that, not summerish. How can I say?
What about the summer? How are the summers?
Yeah, but the summers, they start to be a little bit warmer, but it rains also, so it's changing a lot, actually.
Okay.
It's changing a lot.
And you guys have a lot of coastline, because you have islands and a mainland, right?
Yes, yes.
What about terrain? Hills, flat?
It's really flat.
It's flat?
It's really flat.
I heard you guys had really good cheese and milk over there.
Yes.
It's like a dairy country, yeah?
Yes, it's a famous cheese, around the world, and milk.
Oh, so you guys control the straits between the Baltic and the North Seas. Languages spoken in this country, without giving it away, German, Greenlandic, which is an Inuit dialect, Faroese, and Danish. Does that sound familiar, those languages? Are they spoken in your country?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although English is the predominant second language. I like to bring this fact. Literacy, 99%. I really want to challenge the Muslim world and show them that are we falling behind in literacy as we compare countries and as we go along. Government, a constitutional monarchy with 5 regions. I did notice some international disputes with Canada, the UK, Greenland, over islands in the North Sea there. So
Yes.
I thought that was interesting. But before we tell them what we're talking about today, brother, let's let the viewers check out this wonderful video we put together about this country and give us a call, you guys, after you watch this video, if you know what it is. So stay tuned and check out this cool video. Brother Adnan. Why don't you tell the viewers what we're talking about? What country are we talking about today?
Yeah, we are talking about Denmark.
And mashallah, brother, it is amazing, a beautiful country, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But I believe it's pronounced Denmark. Is that right? We Americans, we say Denmark with D-E-N, but is it pronounced D-A-N?
On Danish,
Yeah.
we say Denmark.
Oh, Denmark as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But is it a Germanic language?
It has some, roots back from German.
Okay, but it's like Dutch. We say Dutch is a Germanic language, but
Yeah.
Danish is something separate.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
Scandinavian language.
It's a Scandinavian language.
Yes.
Okay, I remember reading Beowulf in
Yeah.
high school. They made us read Beowulf, which was interesting. I believe it's an English poem written in. It's called Beowulf. It's English, written by an English poet, but about Denmark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a special guest, brother. I'm sure you know him. He's a prominent imam in Copenhagen. He was educated in Morocco, a public speaker and a Muslim political activist. Brother Abdul Wahid Peterson. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Hey, thank you so much for joining us. Alhamdulillah, we're doing fine. We certainly hope you have a wonderful and blessed Ramadan. I'm with my Danish friend here, Adnan, and I got my Danish friends with me. Tell us about Ramadan right now in Denmark, Sheikh Abdul Wahid. How is Ramadan? What are the fasting hours? Are you experiencing a really long day?
No, it's not so much. We have only 18 and a half hours of fasting, so it's not much.
So what time is Fajr and what time is Maghrib?
Fajr is shortly after 3 o'clock, and the Maghrib is about 9:30.
Oh, man, that's tough, Brother Adnan. Have you experienced some Ramadans like that before over there?
Yes, last year.
Years will have longer days than that, so we're still practicing for the long days,
You've had longer days than that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What's the longest you've done? How many hours?
Well, we'll get up to about 20 hours when we're in the peak season.
Yeah, subhanAllah. But how is the weather?
It's not so bad because it's not so cold here, it's not so warm here, so it's okay. And then again, we also see it that it's a little bit like if you take a taxi ride. If you only pay like £5 for a taxi ride, you won't take it very far. But if you pay £100, you'll get a good long ride.
Right.
So it's the same here, We pay a high price and we get, inshallah, a good trip on the big spiritual pathway.
Yeah, of course. That's certainly an excellent point. If you had one opportunity now to tell viewers why they should visit Denmark in the month of Ramadan, what would you share with them? What would you tell them? What makes Ramadan special in Denmark?
Probably what makes it most special is that Denmark is not in a Ramadan mode. When you're in most of the country, everybody's fasting and the whole country is kind of in a Ramadan mode. But here it's not, so it's a different experience. And you have to kind of be a little bit up against the wind. All the cafes are open, everybody is smoking, drinking, and eating in the streets in front of you. And it's a different experience.
That's an excellent point. Brother Adnan, what do you think about that? There are some pros and cons about fasting in a Muslim and a non-Muslim country, so to speak. What are some of the benefits of being, say, in a country like Denmark in the month of Ramadan?
Yeah, it's. I think the most of the things that are good is that we are, many, different Muslims for different cultures.
Right.
And then we come together in one masjid.
Right.
And we come and eat, and we share experience, and speak about Ramadan fasting, how it is,
Right.
because it's so long, and we have different,
Yeah.
Things to talk about.
And different foods. Sheikh Abdul Wahid, what do you think about that? One thing, I'm from the United States, and I live now here in the Middle East, but one thing I do miss about Ramadan back home in the West is that there was a sense of brotherhood because, like you said, no one is in Ramadan mode but you. So it creates a sort of brotherhood amongst the Muslims there, and it makes it a very tight-knit community. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely, and like the brother just said, we're from all different places, and we get together in Ramadan, and we eat, and we share this wonderful experience with each other. Also, the Tarawih prayers, and we started about 11:30 at night with the Tarawih prayers, and we finish maybe at about 12:30 at night and go home. It's a great experience to go there, share these wonderful moments with brothers and sisters from all over, and just feel, this definitely is a high time of the year when we all we enjoy it so much.
Yeah, of course. That's most certainly an excellent point. And like you said about the long hours, I think Brother Adnan will find this story interesting as well. I talked to Sheikh Shadi Suleiman. He's from Australia. He said he visited Norway one year, and Isha prayer was at 1 o'clock. And Fajr, he said, was 1:30. So they just broke their fast, and there was no Tarawih prayers, and that was it. I mean, can you imagine that?
Well, when I first became Muslim about 30 years ago, we had the midsummer fasts, and I know that they will be longer in a few years' time when the fast is in the very peak of the summer. And there we will have very short time for iftar and the prayers and the fajr and everything. I mean, there'll just be time enough for all of it. But we're not, I think, high enough on the planet to implement other rules, because we do actually have a proper Maghrib and Isha and proper Fajr. So we should fast full hours, and we can do that, inshallah.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you. That's an excellent point. You do have a proper Fajr and a proper Isha or Maghrib, so that shouldn't be a problem. I want to ask you this question and follow up, Brother Adnan. I believe you just said you became Muslim 30 years ago, and that's a long time. So how has Denmark changed over the years with regards to Islam?
Well, it's changed a lot. When I became Muslim, there were very few Muslims in Denmark, and actually that was before Islam, in the political opinion of so many people, had become dangerous. So in those years, Islam was more connected to fairy tales like 1001 Nights, and it was exciting and interesting. Things have changed a bit.
Was there even any mosques at that time when you became Muslim in Denmark?
And still we don't have any purpose-built mosques in Denmark.
Okay.
We hope, inshallah, to do one too far, but so far there's no purpose-built mosques. We have a lot of places, masallas and places, but no proper mosques and bars in the whole lot.
Oh, okay. Now, Brother Nan, your experience is a little bit different because you were born Muslim and you're a young man and you've been in Denmark for many, many years. So your experience is, as long as you have known, there always has been a thriving Muslim community there.
Yeah.
There always have been plenty of places, prayer rooms anyways, to pray.
Yeah.
So it's a different experience in the
It is different experience. I come, from the Jutland, the Sheikh is in Copenhagen. I come from a different island. It's close.
Okay.
It's second largest city called Aarhus.
Okay.
And we have there's always been a live Muslim movement there with masjids and with dawah, and also in Copenhagen.
Okay.
So
you actually have many mosques that are actually an independent structure that were financed by the Muslim community, not just a bunch of small.
Yeah.
Over there. Okay,
yes.
I see. Can you imagine that, Sheikh Abdul Wahid? I'm actually Greek. And can you believe there's not one single mosque in Athens, Greece? They say it's the only European capital without a mosque.
That is correct, as far as I know. I know that in most countries by now they do have purpose-built mosques. Inshallah, we will have it here too. One of the problems has been that Muslims have not been united here, which is a natural from so many different countries and don't even have a common language.
Yeah, of course.
Then it is difficult to make a unity or a union. But it's coming up, inshallah, and we expect that within a very foreseeable future we will have purpose-built mosques. Probably not only one, but inshallah more of them.
That's an excellent point, Sheikh. It's not that easy to unite a group of people, although we are all Muslims. When you come from different backgrounds with different languages, it's certainly an excellent point. Sheikh, do you have any internet websites you'd like to recommend where the viewers can contact you, or do you have an organization in Denmark or anything like that you'd like to share with the viewers?
Well, I'm myself working as a Secretary General in something we call Danish Muslim Aid. It's a humanitarian organization, and we work with orphan sponsorships, development programs, etc., in so many different countries in Africa and Middle East and Asia. And that's a good point to know a bit of what's going on in Denmark. We have our home page with English and Danish text on it.
Oh, excellent. Brother Adnan, I wanted to ask you, we talked a little bit before the show, you have an interesting family history. You told me actually your family roots are actually in Bosnia, and you had immigrated. Can you tell us a little bit about that story?
Yeah, we came in late 92, like close to 93, when the war started in Bosnia, and we immigrated.
Actually, I'm sorry, brother. One second. I just wanted to thank Sheikh Abdul Wahid Peterson. Thank you so much for appearing on our program, Ramadan Pulse, and I certainly hope we have you on our Huda TV screen soon and appear on more programs with us in the future. And I certainly hope you have a wonderful Ramadan as well, Sheikh.
Excellent. I couldn't hear. Was there a question there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to thank you for appearing on our show, and I certainly look forward to having you back in the future on Huda TV, inshallah. and I hope you have a wonderful Ramadan.
Thank you, Barakallahu.
Wa jazakallah khairan. Thank
And
you.
Ramadan Mubarak to all my brothers and sisters down there.
Thank you,
Thank
Sheikh.
you.
Brother Adnan,
No.
so you left before the time of the aggression. You guys went
Yeah.
to Denmark. Why
Yes.
Denmark?
Yes, it was actually, Allah's qadr, because we came to Poland. It was like a road through like the Balkan and through Austria, and then we came to Poland
On a
the
train
train
with
yes.
many Bosnian people.
Many Bosnian
Oh,
people,
okay.
and we came to what is called a sea coast on Poland to wait on a ship.
Okay.
And we were about to go to Sweden because most of my family lives in Sweden.
Already in Sweden, so that would
Yes.
make sense, right?
Yes, but there was no tickets left.
Subhanallah. So like you said, it's Allah.
So Denmark was only the solution. So
Yeah.
we took Denmark. So
Oh, mashallah.
That's those.
But it's amazing. So you actually speak fluent Bosnian and fluent
Yes,
Danish.
yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Yes, I do that. Yes.
But
yes.
so since you arrived in Denmark as a child, it is like your native country.
yeah.
You feel, okay.
Yeah, it is. I have I experience more because I grew up there, of course. But of course, I have also my roots. I'm
Of
also
course.
conscious about the political and Muslim situation in Bosnia, also, but
Yeah.
also in Denmark and Scandinavia as a whole.
Of course. But now, just to clarify, the Bosnian language is not related in any way to these Scandinavian
No,
languages. This
no.
is a Slavic language, and this
True.
is so you had to relearn these languages.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I started in schools, and it happens naturally.
Yeah.
It's a natural process for everybody. It's not that hard.
Well, when you
for-
start young, I suppose,
yeah, it's harder on the elder.
Yeah, the older
Yeah,
folk.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
certainly an extra point. But
Yeah.
what about, so you spent Ramadan in Denmark, I'm
Yes.
sure in Bosnia. Well, how many countries have you spent Ramadan in?
I'm now in Egypt.
Now
is
you're in
the-
Egypt. We're
Yeah,
in Egypt, we're in
this is
Ramadan.
the third country.
Bosnia,
So-
Denmark, and Egypt.
Yeah.
So they're all
yeah.
a little bit different, but they're all a bit special. Tell me why
Yes.
Ramadan is special in Denmark. Tell me something, a memory you have of a masjid in Copenhagen or in your city
Yes.
where you're from, or share with the viewers a little bit about, let them feel the spirit of Denmark.
Yes, it is like I said, when we are coming to iftar, especially, when we have like big massages around the place, we have big iftars.
Okay.
And people like come together there, and we meet with each other, and maybe, afterwards invite each other, where's the
Right.
next iftar, what can we do, and so on and so on.
Right, so that's beautiful. And it's not
Yeah.
just Danish people or Bosnian
Yeah.
people, it's everyone.
Yes, it's everyone, and we also inviting the Danish people, non-Muslims.
Oh, that's
Some of them we invited them to eat. Come and eat with us and see what it's
Do
all
they come?
about. Some of them, yes, they
Yeah.
come.
Like
yeah.
you have an open house in the masjid and you say, please.
We have an open house for everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
wonderful.
it's really, alhamdulillah, we are working on that, to show people what,
Islam truly
Ramadan, Islam, that we are not all that what they say in the media.
Yeah, of course.
sometimes.
But alhamdulillah, it didn't seem Denmark has taken a negative turn. It still seems like a positive country and a safe country.
Yeah.
I actually knew a Muslim sister who had traveled to Denmark. She had told me that Denmark she had traveled to all through Europe. She said Denmark was her favorite country. I said, why? She said, it was beautiful, it was clean, I felt safe.
Yeah.
So hopefully, inshallah, we'll continue with that.
Inshallah. Inshallah, we hope.
In that regard.
Yes.
I certainly hope to travel to Denmark soon. What kind of foods are you guys eating in Denmark? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about, all I know
Yeah.
is Danish, those little treats we eat in the morning, but is it really even from Denmark?
Yeah, there's like different things, the Danish cooking kitchen is not that rich as all. So they take like some from Italian, some from Greek,
right.
some they take different,
Yeah, they borrow.
But, they borrow,
But that makes it richer, that makes it better. But
yeah,
go on,
of
go ahead,
course. Yeah, the most, I know the special dish, they love potatoes with like a brown sauce and the meat.
Okay, that's meat and potatoes up there.
Yeah, that's, that's
Standard.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
standard.
okay, yeah. That's an excellent point. Just like in the States, we say a lot, the meat and the potatoes.
Yeah.
But you Danish guys, are you guys getting along with Swedes and Norwegians and Finns? You guys are all like Scandinavian
Yeah.
by ethnicity. But do
Yeah.
they get along, or they have some sort of...
They have, they have
Disputes.
some, they're joking with each other, like, every kind of, dialects and all the,
Yeah.
countries around, they're joking with each other with the language, with, how they are, so.
Because Finland's actually different. They're different, right? But I
They
think
are
Sweden,
different.
Norway, and Denmark are
Yeah.
somehow related.
They are, yes.
But linguistically. So you can
Linguistically.
understand Norwegian and Sweden and speak those languages too, or no?
Yes, alhamdulillah, I understand it,
Because it's related.
It's related, yes, and when I talk slowly Danish, they also understand.
Oh, Allah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Aki, when will you return to Denmark? Will you return this Ramadan?
Inshallah, I'm going back Monday now, inshallah.
Oh, okay.
The 30th of
So this
July.
is something unique for you. You get to spend
Yeah.
Ramadan in this beautiful country of Egypt,
Yes.
which has a different feeling. I believe the Muslim majority countries have a different feeling than the Muslim
Yes.
minority countries. Which one do you prefer?
I really enjoyed this 10 days here. I was in Ramadan. I really enjoyed because it's like a Muslim, country environment. Yeah, and everybody's fasting. And you see in the shops, first time, they're decorating.
Yeah.
There's no decoration, in the.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Yeah.
It's like nobody could even know. And there, if you're working, I'm sure the hours don't stop. Life goes on.
It's special.
Yeah, you're by yourself. Yeah.
It is really special, mashallah. Really.
Yeah. It's nice because everything is working around the schedule of Ramadan, whereas in the West, we are suffering in that regard with the work and everything. Yeah. And nobody can understand. And they say, wow, why are you fasting? You're some sort of extremist or something,
And at 7 o'clock, it starts 7 o'clock iftar here. And you have in Denmark like in 9:30, 10.
Yeah, my brother-in-law lives in Birmingham, and he just told me the same thing. He said it's about 9 o'clock here. I said, subhanAllah. We have a phone call. Go ahead. Assalamu alaikum. We have a sister from Denmark. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Inshallah.
Can you hear me, sister? Assalamu alaikum, sister. Oh, she cut off. She's calling us all the way from Denmark, you guys. Please, sister, give us a call back. We have some more time on this show. We certainly want to hear what you have to say. We certainly want to hear about Ramadan in your native country, Denmark. So give us a call back. Tell us where you're calling from and what is going on right now in the month of Ramadan, inshallah. Thank you, sister. So I hope we get her back on the line. Will you be you'll be traveling, so will you be fasting? How long is the flight from Cairo to Denmark?
It's around 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
The ordinary.
The ordinary, yeah. So, okay.
8 hours, and I wait in Frankfurt. And alhamdulillah, there's a masjid in the Frankfurt, so people when they come to Frankfurt airport try to find a masjid. There is one beautiful
in the airport.
In the airport, yeah.
In the United States, they have them too, but they call them chapels. But really, it's a masjid, and it's a multi-use room, and we pray there, inshallah. Yeah, so that's very helpful. Yeah. So that's very nice, I think.
Yes.
So like we said, the Muslim majority country has a certain feeling because everybody's fasting. The Muslim minority country is different as well. Tell us a little bit about the masjid that you pray in and frequent in Denmark. Is it a small masjid, a big masjid? Is it a community center as well? Tell us a little bit about it.
In my city, it's called Aarhus, and we have 14 masajid. It's really, mashallah, it's the second largest city also, so we have big spaces, people come and maybe like 500, 600 people come to Taraweeh, and we pray there, and we have after that we go home, we come back to the night prayer,
right,
and after night prayer we wait to Fajr.
Okay.
So it's different, I try, alhamdulillah, I have my practice to go to every masjid, every Taraweeh, try to different location.
But if you have 14 masjid, this is a good Muslim-sized community.
It is,
I'm from San Francisco there, and we had 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And that city is about 1 million people.
Yeah.
Put that in perspective. How big is this city that you're talking about?
It's 250,000, 300,000.
If you have 14 masjid, that's
it's a live community, mashallah. It's really...
What about, changing the gears here a little bit, what about the viewership of Huda TV in Denmark? Are you guys watching Huda TV? My good friend Muhammad Tayal always wants me to ask this question to the viewers, so I asked him. It's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are you guys watching Huda TV on there?
Yes.
I know we used to broadcast on Hotbird.
Yeah. People are, some people are watching it, it's not that much spread, in the Scandinavia. Inshallah, it will be.
You're going to help promote it when you go home, inshallah.
Inshallah, I will. Inshallah, I will hope to promote as much as I can. Fi sabilillah, because of Allah. Because of dawah.
Because I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of information in Islam in the Danish language. So this is a good opportunity, and everybody. I'm sure it said here English is wide spoken in Denmark. I'm sure, so you can give this an opportunity. You can give this an opportunity to help to spread the message of Islam.
Inshallah.
And remember, online streaming. You don't have to have a TV. You just watch it www.huda.tv.
Yes.
And then you can do the online stream. Brother Dan from Denmark, thank you so much for your time, brother.
Thank you very much.
I look forward to having you when you return to Egypt, inshallah.
It was a pleasure, inshallah.
Thank you, brother. And can you just greet the Danish Muslims in Danish language?
In Danish.
For a happy Ramadan. Can you tell them happy Ramadan?
Assalamu alaikum, kære brødre og søstre i Danmark. Jeg håber, I har en rigtig god Ramadan, og I fortsætter med god fast, inshallah.
What did you say, brother?
I said, Ramadan Kareem, brothers and sisters in Denmark, you have a good fasting.
Jazakallah, thank you. So nice, brother. I want to remind the viewers here, we have a special new thing going on at Huda TV. We're having a Ramadan quiz, starting on the 10th of Ramadan through the 30th. You can find that on our Huda TV Facebook page for more information. There will be 10 prizes at least. The prizes include a Huda Academy scholarship to our online academy. Huda Academy, a free scholarship, Huda Fans Club, free membership, which includes a lot of gifts and prizes, DVD sets of programs like The Prophet's Prayer by Dr. Muhammad Salah, and of course, we'll have more information for you tomorrow, but the name of the winner of the quiz will be announced right here on Ramadan's Pulse. You guys, thank you for tuning in. Of course, I took you all the way to Bosnia, to Egypt, now to the UAE. I took you all the way to Denmark, all for no first class ticket for no fees. Tomorrow, I'm not going to tell you where we're going. It might be Africa. It might be over here in Africa. It might be Europe. It might be Asia. It could be anything in the world. It might be America. I'm not going to tell you guys. You have to tune in to Viewers Pulse. It might be my best friend's native country, Muhammad Garba's native country of Nigeria. It might be. You never know. You have to watch Viewers Pulse and stay tuned tomorrow. So until then, we leave you in the care of Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We'll talk about Huda, we'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home. We'll talk about Huda, we'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember you are not alone. Huda is the light and